Hey, what's up, guys? It's Navarro. It's July 17th, 2020. It's a Friday. It's the end of the trading week, and we finished the week very strong on both the PSC 13 website and the WhatsApp chat, guys. Just an awesome week. Trades that we're locking in 20, 30, 40%, guys. It's just ridiculous. The market is hot. There's a lot of action, and the teamwork has been phenomenal, guys, on both sides. The learning has been even better. I really enjoy it. There was some great trades all week, so we took advantage of them. And the best part about it is that we're ahead of the crowd. Um, that's one of the things that I want to talk to you about, guys. I know a lot of you are probably subscribed to those emails that they send you, those newsletters, and then they start promoting all the stocks that already made a move. And of course, I mean, you look at them and you get excited and like, wow, look, these guys know what they're doing. And of course, in retrospect, everything's better because the stock already made a move. It's already overextended. You want to get in it, they start shorting it, they make money off of you guys. That's something I want to caution you about. So just be careful with that. Also, on the trading side, guys, I just want to share a little bit of my experience with trading. When I first started, I had that gambler mentality where I wanted to make thousands of dollars, millions of dollars. So every time I entered a trade, I was thinking about how much money I was going to make. And I didn't know anything about technicals. I didn't know anything about anything at all. But the little things that I saw on YouTube and stuff like that, I thought I knew about technical. So I said, oh, this one has a chance for 50%. So I would go in with $1,000 thinking I'm going to make 500 because it's got a 50% return. And it was up 10, 20%. And I wouldn't lock in profits because I wanted that 50%. And then it started crashing and I wouldn't sell because, in my opinion, it was going to come back up. In my stubborn mentality, that gambling mentality, I was gonna come back up. I was gonna be a winner. And after a while, I was down, and I wouldn't sell because I refused to be a loser. I refused to sell something that I was just recently up about $200, and then I would just let it sit on the hopes that it would come back up so that I can sell for a profit. And they never did, and I ended up blowing up a couple of accounts, guys. Then I started shifting my mentality to not how much money I was going to make, but what about the percentage return? So, for example, if I had $100 and I would get a 5 to 10% return, even though it's only $5 to $10, depending on my entry, my exit, 5 to 10%, it's still going to be a 10% return, and that's a winning trade. And eventually, my account started growing, locking in 5 to 10%, cutting losses 3 to 5% down, just risk management. I started doing that and it all started evolving. My technical strategy started getting better. I started understanding more of what the trades consisted of. And that same 10% return, guys, once I had $500, was giving me back, instead of $5 to $10, it was giving me back $40 to $50. Once I had $1,000, it was giving me back $90 to $100. Once I had $2,000, I was getting back about $180 to $200. And you see the trend? The account was growing, but the percentage return that I was locking in was still the same at 10%. You just have to be patient. You just have to stick to the rules and don't break them, guys. Don't break them. You just have to follow the rules. You can always buy back in if a trade goes south on you. You can always buy back in. And if you can, it's okay. There will be more opportunities. It's the market's still going to be there the following day. But again, you got to stick to your rules. 5 to 10%. Start locking in some profits. You want to let it ride? Take half of your position off. Let the other half ride. Start taking some more off as it's going up and not as it's coming down, guys. So again, think about it from a percentage perspective and not as a money perspective when you enter every trade. Think about how much you're gonna lose and not how much you're gonna make, and that'll make you a defensive trader and not an offensive trader because you're gonna be protecting your account, and that's what matters in trading, keeping your account growing. So that's just a little bit of a piece of advice that I have for you all. Now let's get right to it, guys, because I have a lot to talk about. We've had so many trades. I didn't record many videos this week. There's some family matters that I'm attending to, but you know, right now the important thing is getting to it. I'm gonna start with the swing trade from yesterday, ONTX, guys, and this one was one that I provided for the PSC 13 members on the forum, where they have exclusive access to the list that I provide. And there was a couple of big movers today. We traded them today. We traded a couple of them the whole week. So, we've been getting great returns from the watch list. And ONTX was one of them, guys. This one has been on the list from Monday. And the reason being is that we had already established that it was making this descending triangle, this descending wedge pattern. So we had established that the 60 level, which is this level right here, was the critical level to be broken out of the pattern. And yesterday it started making the move. So I'm going to take you to the 1 day, 3 minute chart. Yesterday it started making the move here, and it started consolidating. We took an entry at 0.59 and it never looked back. We locked in some profits yesterday, let the rest of the position right for today, and then it just, it was crazy, guys. People from the WhatsApp chat were excited. They were locking in profits and posting stuff up there and stuff like that. So ONTX, a swing trade from yesterday, and the new members that joined yesterday after I posted the video yesterday, they got to see all the action. They got to experience it. So that was awesome. I mean, I'm happy that they got to see it firsthand and not from my videos, because from my videos, I can easily just manipulate everything and tell you I did this and I did that. But you know what? The new members saw it. They actively traded with me, and I'm gonna show you the trades that they traded with me. So ONTX, guys, just a massive, massive return on ONTX. Again, talking about percentages, you're never gonna hear me say I made $10,000. I made $50,000. I made about, let's see, guys. I mean, honestly, I don't even keep count. I just lock in the profits. My final take profits here was, I believe, at 0.80. I didn't write the whole thing, and that's 34%. I want to say a ballpark estimate, like a 25% return, because remember I scale out. 25% for me, that's awesome, guys. ONTX. The other one was WTRH. This one we've been holding for a while, and on this one, I'm not gonna lie to you. On my main account, it shook me out yesterday here in the morning, and I entered the trade at 375. So I exited here, and it was basically like a 1% gain. It's still some money, but it's a non-event. Nothing happened. But on my Robinhood account, I had 150 shares where we entered at 375, and today I sold at 450, guys. So this one was a successful swing trade. On my Robinhood account, some of the members were still holding it, and from 375, if they sold at 4, which is the level we wanted it to break, that was a 10%, about a 7% return. And if they sold like me at $4.50, that's another 20% return, guys. So WTRH, another successful swing trade, and all of this stocks that I'm talking about, guys, again, they are posted on the trade ideas on the PSC 13 website for the members only. And another one, NBY. This one was one that we had to try to trade a couple of days ago. Let me take it to the 5 day, 15 minutes. They had this big push, and I had this one on the watch list as well, but I had it for the break of 120, guys. It did not give us a chance to get in at 120 because it made this crazy move. And I told the group members, hey, you know what? It's up and it's over the level that we wanted. So I'm thinking it's just going to continue pushing up. We took an entry, and of course, it was a failed trade. So unfortunately, it failed on us here. But on this day, which was on Wednesday, one of the members texted me from the PSC 13 website and said, hey, I saw that you've been talking about MBY, about the face mask, and do you think it's still good? And I told him, yeah, I mean, if you saw the trade list that I just posted, I said that MBY is still relevant because of the face masks. And they have a company or a factory in California where COVID-19 is, off the off the hook, and they're probably going to close or shut down some of the part of the state. So the face masks are going to be a big deal over there. So we took an entry yesterday, and we sold today. This was yesterday. We took an entry at 133. Some people sold yesterday here. I did not. I sold today, and I locked in profits. And I still think this one has room to go. So if it breaks 150 on Monday, it has room to go all the way up to the previous 52-week high, which is a 194 level. So if it breaks 150, I'll probably enter and hopefully ride it all the way to the 180 to the 190 level for another 15 to 20% return. So NBY, guys, another successful swing trade. Wouldn't If you have a small account, you wouldn't have wasted a day trade. So that's awesome about it. A failed trade, guys. This one didn't work for us. FCEL. It's still on watch, but um, it broke below 3, which was the level that I was looking at to hold support. So that was my stop loss. It stopped me out. Yesterday, I took a position on it at 310, added at 315. So that stung a little bit, but nothing to worry about. I mean, with all the gains that we've been making, I get back a little bit of profits, about 4% return, which isn't bad because remember, if I'm down 3 to 5%, I cut it, and I did. I stuck to the rules, and that's what kept my account green the entire week. So FSL failed trade, guys. SINT, this one was a good, successful trade. I believe for the majority. I know some of them probably didn't get out on time, and that's just part of the trading world, guys. I called it out yesterday. Make this big push. I told them, let's wait for it and wait for the pullback, and then we'll enter at 220, and it bounced at 220. We got in at 225. Some people locked in profits early pre-market at 250 because I told them that 250 level was going to be the profit target. So they had their limit sell at 250. I took profits at 245, guys, right before that. I always like to take profits before it hits the target level, like I explained on the educational videos on PSC 13 to the members, that I like to lock in profits before it hits the profit target in case it doesn't touch it. So I took profit at 245, and all of a sudden they put out an offering and starts making this. And I hope I put out a message as quick as I could, and I hope they got out in time, guys. So that's just the way it goes. That's part of the risk in swing trading. So that's why I always say, when you're swing trading, do not enter with a full amount. Go with a half position size, a 3/4 position size. That way you limit your risk. So SINT, guys, success for some of us, not for everybody, unfortunately. But again, that's part of the risks that are part of trading. Um, Today's day trade, guys, and this one was another um, idea that I posted on the PSC 13 website. I actually posted it yesterday, and this was BNGO. I texted the PSC 13 members. Hey, I put up a new watch list on the forum. Go ahead and check it out. BNGO was one of them, but I put out BNGO as an entry for the break of point 60 of 60 cents. And in the morning pre-market, it broke the 60-cent level and make this ridiculous move. So one of the members today texted me in the morning around 8 o'clock, 8:15 in the morning Central Time here in Texas, about BNGO being active overnight. If I had taken a position on it, and I said, no, I'm going to wait till market open. I'm looking for the most important level of resistance or to be broken. And I established that the 70 was the most important level. That's the line that you see here. So I put it up on the site, and I told them, you know what, I have a limit buy at 0.69. The price was here right below it at 0.6950 for a break of 70. And sure enough, it came down, and then it started making the move. It filled me at 69.50. Members took an entry at 0.65, and as it was coming up, I told them the 75 level was profit target. So I had a 700 share position, guys. So I already had my plan. I was gonna sell 300 at 0.75. Then I was gonna take 200 at 80, and then the rest, hopefully, let them ride for a continuation. I didn't know it was gonna make this kind of move, so I took profits at around 84 final take profits. But for another massive day trade and return on it. It was about a 15% return, guys, because I scaled out. That's about a 20% move, but with my scaling out, it came out to a 12 to 15% return. So BNGO, guys, another successful day trade and part of the watch list from the PSC 13 website. Then another one that was posted yesterday on the watch list was TNXP, guys, and this one was a massive move. It was just strong all day. It was crazy, ridiculously strong, and I'm gonna show you what I saw and how it worked. This one we had tried to trade before. Let me take you to the 5 day, 15 minute, guys. We tried to trade it here, and the same plan that I had today was the same plan that we had, when we tried to trade it here. It was for the break of that 70 cent level. We took an entry at 0.69. It started moving up, and then they put an offering at this time at midday. And, I had a stop loss. It stopped me out. Some members didn't have it. So, unfortunately, that's what happens when you don't have a stop loss. You'll end up just going through this. Then it started trickling up, and I said, you know what? TMPX, I like it again over the same level, 0.70. So I told them in the morning, I have a limit buy order at 0.6950. In the morning, let me take you to the 1 day, 3 minutes so you can see a little better what I'm talking about. So let me take you to the morning action. It starts trickling up. It makes a high at 0.69, comes back down. So I said, okay, I have my buy limit at 0.6950, which was right here for the break of 0.70. It filled me here, and then it just never looked back. I took a little bit of profits here, and I held the rest, and I'm still holding some. Now, notice that the high of day, the initial high of day was at 69 cents, guys. So it made the move. It started coming back down, and then look where it bounced. It bounced at the high of day, and it was just a touch and go, and it never looked back. And one of the new members, this is their first trade ever at the PSC 13 website, and they took a position, and they said they didn't take profits here. They texted that somewhere around here, and I told them, you know what? I think this one is good for a swing. It had a touch and go right at the initial high of 0.69. So that's a very bullish sign. That's a very strong sign that this particular stock is strong. And sure enough, it just continued moving higher, and they took profits at 0.80. So that was awesome. First trade on PSC 13 website, and it was a winner, guys. And look, it's still going up. Again, I'm still holding a small position, 25% of my position on TNXP. For this one, I posted on the watch list that it has room to the $1 level. Let me show you why. The 180 SMA is kind of coinciding with the $1 level. So that's what I'm looking for, where it might have resistance. Now, again, on Monday, I'll probably take out of those 25% remaining position, I'll probably take some more off over the 90 level if it gives me a chance, and if it does start moving higher. If not, I'll just sell it and I'll still be a winner. So TNXP, guys, another one from the watch list. Then swing trades callouts from today: IBIO. This one is just my favorite kind of pattern: the push, the curl, and then the test of high. I told them I'm gonna position myself at 390. It filled me in at 390, and then after market, it's kind of holding that $4 level, guys. So again, IBIO, a swing trade for Monday. The other one is COCP. This one is getting to that whole level of 2. Let me take you to the 1 year, 1 day. And as you can see, I had already established that the 2 was a key resistance level. So we're going to take this trade, and hopefully it works for us, and with a profit target to 220, guys, for about a 10 to 12% return. COCP. That's all I have for you all today, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. And I hope these videos are informational for you. Again, if you have any comments or questions, post them down on the comments below on the YouTube or the TradingView apps. And we'll catch you in the next one, guys.